So I forgot the question, actually.
You can't immediately start off with something.
I do not recommend. This is not a recommendation I do. So Barre was actually, this is something that no one knows.
I want to know the physical and emotional symptoms of PMS.
I always make sure also that I start my classes asking that to new clients. Turning 40 specifically, really, it's so funny. It's like a switch for us women.
Okay.
A lot of things stopped working.
What are the food habits?
You are more anxious, you are more irritable, more sleep. You're waking up at 2 a.m. in the morning, tossing and turning and not knowing what's wrong.
In a traditional family setup, men or the husband would be the immediate, the support system for the woman. So how a husband can be a support system?
That when she's doing her moves, she's actually having fun.
She's not aware. She's not very bodily aware of or self-aware person, and all of a sudden this is all affecting her, and it is affecting her surroundings, her family, or people close to them, and they're also not understanding. So when should a person go and consult a doctor?
We often misunderstand mood swings in women without understanding the hormones behind them. Fatigue, brain fog, irritability, they're not random, they're signals. And as well-being become a global priority, understanding women's hormone is more important than ever. Today on Voice of Impacts, we are joined by Mrs. Aya Galal, Barre Master Trainer and expert in women's hormone health. Let's dive in.
Mrs. Aya Galal, welcome to Voice of Impacts. I want to segmentize our conversation today into two parts. One is about Barre, which is very interesting workout method. Another one is very important thing is women hormonal health after 40. So we'll start with Barre. So what is Barre and how is it different from yoga or Pilates, and who is it for?
So Barre is as if you brought, first of all, I'm happy to be here. Second of all, Barre, always people get confused and they think that Barre is like ballet because we use the ballet bars.
Right.
But Barre essentially is if Pilates, strength training, and dance got married, all three of them, they would produce Barre. Barre works on small range movements with high repetition.
Okay.
So for example, if you're doing a bicep curl, you would do it for an extended period of time.
All right.
With light weights.
Okay.
So that you reach this fatigue zone. So it's about fatiguing the muscles and creating this time under tension.
Okay.
Which then makes the muscle fibers break and you build new muscles, stronger, lengthened, mobile.
All right.
So that's pretty much it.
So it's normally a group class or?
Yes, it's much more fun when it's in a group setting. I've been giving classes at home for the last, almost a decade.
Okay.
Even when I started teaching, I used to use my home place to practice on my friends and on my clients. So it's much more fun when it's like 4 people and above, because also I'm the type of person that feeds off of people's energy.
All right, yeah.
So the more people in the class, the more energetic my class is, the more creative it is.
Okay.
So yeah.
So is there any age restrictions? I mean, is it for a certain kind of age or
there's no age restrictions, there's no gender restrictions, but generally women find it slightly easier than men, because men are used to lifting heavy weights. They are used to, and they're also not as mobile by nature structurally.
Yeah.
So women do better. So I just did a class for my son who's 16 and his friends who are also 16. The girls did amazingly. The boys did it, but they struggled. They were shaking a lot more. They were losing their balance a lot more. But anybody of any age
can do it.
Or gender can do it.
Okay. So this is a low intensity workout, right? So which makes it less injury-free workout. So this would be like, I think most of when we work out in a gym, the majority of the problem which comes with the with the muscle rupture, or if there any kind of like the problem that we face, and the recovery would be like harder. So in bar, how was the recovery time and the chances of getting hurt?
Injured. So bar was actually, this is something that no one knows or very few people know. You have to be a bar enthusiast to really know it. Bar was actually created as physiotherapy in the 50s by a German lady for ballet dancers, because they used to always injure their ankles, their knees, their shoulders, and their backs. So it was created as a sort of a therapeutic strengthening recovery, if you might want to call it, for dancers. And then it kicked off from there. It moved from Germany to the US, and of course the Americans added a lot of oomph to that. But so technically, because you're doing things slower, more controlled, and with intention, chances of getting injured, you get injured when you do something quickly, when you rush through something. Or when your form is off. And that's why being a bar instructor, you have to be so good with your cueing, so good with paying attention. And also, I always make fun of myself. I speak non-stop in a class to make sure that everyone is correcting themselves and have self-awareness.
That's very important.
I'm arching my back. I bent my knee too much. It's way into my toes, so I'm going to hurt my knee. And I make sure that it becomes a community of education. So my clients are very body aware. And this is the bar, the kind of bar that I teach and that I represent.
So the body awareness which is something that normally missing when you're working out in any other form of workout.
100%.
And how important breathing for bar? I mean, is there any restrictions or control?
Breathing is important. For example, and I always notice this one. So a bar class is split into warm up, upper body, core, lower body, and we split and we isolate the muscles, and then we do abs. One very common mistake that women or people in my classes do, even when there's men, when they're doing abdominal exercises, they focus, so they hold their breath completely. It is something very common, and you don't get cued this unless you're in a Pilates class or a bar class. I just remind them that breath is important, and you need to breathe through it rather than just being tense stiff and holding your breath in. But we don't cue the breath so much like, let's say, a Pilates or a yoga class.
And how safe it is for the pregnant woman?
It's very safe. You just need to give modifications. And again, the way I teach bar, that's not everywhere. The way I teach bar is every move becomes there's a base level of the move, and then we layer and we build. So let's say again, your bicep curling, I'm going to start adding to the bicep curl a lunge, and then from the lunge I'm going to add a leg lift, and then so based on that person's fitness level, they will be able to step a layer back, and that goes the same for a pregnant lady. And also I always make sure in my classes that I ask if anyone have injuries. Usually that's when a person will come, because maybe it doesn't show that she's pregnant.
True.
So I always make sure also that I start my classes asking that to new clients. And there are layers, and in order for people to always be accommodated, all of the population, let's say.
And what does the prenatal, if somebody who's in a prenatal stage and they want to get into bar, from which month to which month they can?
This depends on how their pregnancy is like. Different women have different journeys in their pregnancy. Some have problems in the first trimester. Some have problems in the last trimester. Some develop. So it really they have to be cleared for exercising by their physicians. And I also always make sure about that. But also I don't advise any pregnant woman to start exercising in pregnancy. So whether it's bar or Pilates or even strength training, it should be a continuation of what you were used to before you became pregnant.
You can't immediately start off with something new.
I do not recommend. This is not a recommendation I do. Maybe other instructors feel okay about that, but I do not prefer.
And when it comes to like if somebody wants to get into your class, take bar with you, what are the process? How do they reach out to you, and what is the process that you go through? They have to go through.
So I am very fluid. I sometimes teach classes at home. I had a home studio, an outdoor home studio, which was amazing. But then I moved. So now I also have other classes at home. I try to build a community, but Dubai is not, it's cutthroat. It's a very, like for example, in Egypt, my classes sell out, waiting list, 40 people registered right on the beach, beautiful setup, because I spend my whole summer there, right?
Correct.
But Dubai is very competitive, it's very cutthroat, and at some point when you've been doing this for 10 years, I focus more on being a master trainer, which is what I've been doing this last 2 years, traveling around the Middle East. Training the trainers, getting people certified.
Great.
Also, it's with my age and Dubai exploding. There's a studio opening every 5 meters now. Like, it's really crazy.
Yeah.
So I just focus more on master training and then my classes in the summer, because also coming back from Egypt with this high where your class has 40 people, which is very hard to do, by the way. You have to be a very good instructor to be able to instruct 40
and
people.
You would be having assistants during the process, or you yourself do it?
No, I will just be hyper-focused, which is one of my superpowers. I can hyper-focus really, really well for, let's say, that 1 hour, and then for the rest of the day, I'll be so chilled. But so you have to be very aware of people's injuries. You have to have that conversation with your new clients. You have to be aware of who's doing something wrong while they're hurting your back. You have to move around. You have to energize. You have to motivate. You have to tell someone when they're doing something good, but don't tell them when they're doing bad. You whisper it to them. So, and these are all things as well that I teach other instructors when we get them certified. Because everybody has a favorite instructor, right?
Absolutely.
There's a reason why you have a favorite instructor. It's because she does all of the above. She knows your name. She motivates you. She makes sure you don't hurt yourself. She makes you connect with your body. So I forgot the question, actually.
That kind of you answer the questions which I wanted to ask you, is like, how do you, when you pick up an instructor or a trainer, how do you pick up? So I think you have mentioned all of it, like the qualities that the trainer or the instructor should have, which leading me to the next question, which is you're talking about the masterclass. So if anybody wants to be a trainer, so how long they should train with you and to get certified, and so that they can start teaching?
I've been doing this for almost a decade and I'm still learning every day. There is always something to learn. There is always something to add. There is always something. So it's always a work in progress.
All right.
If you are not progressing as an instructor, you are stuck and stagnant. And again, this shows when you walk into an instructor's class, you don't go back. So, but the course is a 2-day intense course of 8 hours. And then we give recommendations of practice, observation, and practice teaching. This needs to be intense, and this changes from each person. I've had people that have taken my masterclass and they've never taught because they never were able to multitask, because being a bar instructor specifically, because the music aspect is very high. And like I said, you layer and build a lot of movements. It's not like Pilates where you're doing a movement and stopping and doing a movement and stopping. It's ongoing. It's 50 minutes of non-stop layering and building. It is a very, you have to be a multitasker. Not everybody realizes eventually after they do all the learning that they are able to do that.
So basically that's not just working on your physical body, but I'm sure like it affects your mental capacity as well.
100%. It is a very, for me at least, with the level of rigor that I give a class, it is extremely mentally draining, because every single second you are thinking about 1,000 things. Who's doing what right? Who's doing what right? When am I going to queue? You're counting at the same time. You're making sure everybody's safe. You're making sure that your transition is going to be so seamless and that you're not going to be abrupt. And then you're going to use the props in a nice way so that there is no clutter in the class. So much is going on. So you have to be on top of it. And like I said, not everybody finds that they can...
The continuous training is very important to be a better or a good bar
continuous
trainer.
Observation and learning from others. It is. I still, until today, learn from other instructors. You can always hear a cue that you like and use, or you see how an instructor owns the room. These are things that you have to keep developing. Otherwise, you become irrelevant.
Okay. And do you have any sort of like favorite tracks to play, or is it different from the crowd to crowd? I mean, what kind of participants?
Music is we teach also in our master training that music is very important because it's the mood, it's the vibe. And we try to keep it as current as possible. So you want something that plays on the radio so that when she's doing her moves, she's actually having fun, or he, but it's most of my clients
like
are women.
Fun. Like,
yes,
for
it
me,
is.
It's not just like a boring workout you have to get up in the morning, but this is like something to look forward to, right?
You go dance, you dance a little. Well, you're not really dancing; it's not ballet. Yeah. But you go, you listen to the music, you move with the music, you go. So also another thing that we do, we match the beats of the music, which is something I struggled with in the beginning a lot. Because I don't come from a musical background or a dance background. When you're a dancer or when you have played an instrument, the beat comes so naturally to you. Yeah. This is something that I've worked on excessively. Yeah. And also that's another thing that a lot of the other instructors, and some instructors, by the way, teach classes without matching the beat of the music. It's not the end of the world.
Yeah. So when you can be flexible in that, but if you do it like
when you walk into a class that is matching the beat of the music as opposed to a class that is not, it is a completely different experience.
It's like a performance somebody's watching, right?
Thank you. I always use this word in my master trainings. It is a performance.
Yeah.
Being a good instructor, owning your room, it's like being on a stage and you have to be in control of everyone's emotions. And also your clients, this is a bit spiritual or what have you, they dump their energies in your class.
Absolutely.
So one woman is coming to escape a problem at work. One woman is coming because she's on a new fitness journey and she wants to get stronger because maybe she wants to get pregnant or maybe she wants to look good in her vacation. And one woman is coming because she wants to try something new. So all of these energies are flooded into a classroom. And this is something not everyone, these vibrations or whatever you want to call it, not everyone feels, but I feel them very strongly. Yeah. So
you're dealing with them for a long time and you kind of like get sensitive towards the energy that is there in the class,
100%, 100%.
So according to you, how many days in a week one should practice bar? Or let me frame it in a different way where, I mean, if you suggest any of your participants or any of our audience a perfect week, how it should be, including the sleep cycle, workout and all,
that's a lot.
And the food
we
and
need
everything.
2 hours to discuss all of that. But I believe, so you're talking about bar. I believe that changing your modality of training is actually healthier than just sticking to one thing.
Okay.
So for example...
Why is it?
Because everything, I believe in all modes of fitness. I mean, except maybe running. I used to run and I don't run anymore. Okay. But strength training is amazing. Legree and reformers are amazing. Bar is exceptional. Obviously, I'm biased. Yeah. But combining different things, because for the bar, you're doing the time under tension, you're doing the smaller muscles, you're doing the mobility. Strength training will grow your muscles stronger, which is something you need for perimenopause, and we'll talk about perimenopause 100%. The megaformer really challenges you in a different way, and it's a short workout, but it really digs deeper into your core. But all of this has to be done with the right direction.
Okay.
Because when you do something wrong, you
absolutely
really hurt your
and I think while you're talking, I mean, for the mental, because when you repetitively do something, you get stagnant. You get it gets into boring category. So when you change the modality, probably that would kind of like refresh your mind as well. You're doing something 100%. And the body as well, right?
100%. So I believe in that. But that being said, in order for you to see change, I believe at least 3 times a week is necessary. So for people that come to my class once a week and expect to see results, I mean, it's like, I don't know. It's like an hour in your day, in your week. It is not going to affect change. You need to do something repetitively in order for you to get better. So if you decide that bar is one of the modalities that you want to tackle, you need to do it at least at least 3 times a week for a period of time. And then start adding on strength training. And then start adding on, let's say running is going to be something that you want to do, or reformer, but
so start with 3 times a week.
Yes,
I have a completely different set of, this or that questionnaire, which we will come into the end of the session, which comes into the men, where I think most of us are now, at least we are trying to make an effort to understand and to get aware of it. Even if we get complete awareness of it, we will never go through the things that you guys go through. But at the same time, in a traditional family setup, men or the husband would be the immediate, the support system for the woman. So how a husband can be a support system and how he should behave?